Good morning, everyone. Starting day 48 off, heading out from Jerry's Cabin Shelter. Had a pretty decent night last night, very quiet. It was just me and some Dave there with a couple of mice that made a little noise but didn't get into anything, so that was pretty cool. Had quite a few tenors down the hill from us, and there's some big young milers, and they're heading out for 20 miles today. We're trying to get almost 10 to get to a Laurel Hostel, and we'll just have to see how far we get. But going for about 10 miles today, so we'll just get on the road and see what the trail holds for us. Good views to start the day on day 48. Heading up Big Butt Mountain. Pretty cool, just seems like you're just strolling through a pasture in this section, but more uphill to come. Well, as I'm on Big Butt Mountain, I guess this is the Big Butt Crack. Trail for day 48. Well, after crawling all over that big butt, heading down and getting to see some great views along the trail. More great views through the trees. Makes you glad the leaves haven't come in yet. Taking my morning break here at Shelton Gravesite. A lot of folks, there are campsites around here, and a lot of folks that came by the shelter last night made their way up here. There's no water close, so you have to pack in your water here, but from what I understand, there's the remains of a Union family here that had come down to visit relatives, but the Confederates caught them and slaughtered them here. So, not good story here, but just paying respects to the folks that lost their lives. Well, stopped here for just a little bit of a break, and look who I have found. Thor. The band is getting back together. So we're going to go on down and meet up with Baby Steps and hopefully David if he's around and see what's going on. So see you down the trail. All right, day 48 is coming to a close, and what an eventful day today. Got to meet up with Thor and Baby Steps. Thor came out and met me on the trail and walked me back to the hostel here. The Laurel Hostel is where I'll spend the night tonight. It ended up being right at a 10-mile day, and then on top of that, they drove us into town to resupply, and we stopped off and had pizza at Rocky's Pizza in Irwin, Tennessee. And all I can say is that was some fantastic pizza, and those folks were working because that's a popular spot there. So now we're just going to bed down for the night, and going to have the opportunity to slack pack, where Baby Steps is going to, she has the truck, and she's going to hold most of the stuff I usually carry in my backpack, and I'll just carry the essentials. Do 8 miles tomorrow just to see how that goes to the next pass, where we can meet them in the truck, and then the next day probably do 15 to 16 miles. So the next couple days should be interesting, getting to slack pack for the first time since I've been out here and make up a few miles. But it was a great day today. Knee was hurting just a little bit, but toward the end it was some of the best hiking I've been able to do since I've been out here on the trail. So day 48, signing off at Laurel Hostel, and we'll see you later on.